Xsports so hwehwe wo Facebook be hu ye ho so saa kaseboy ebum fumpa ho ye ne eye yenuanom bebre na afa radio station ye kaseboy na eye Volta Power okura kaseboy bi mu na wokọ eye nkran kwanta so Ansroma Radio FB eye Adwempa FM so sehwe akontomra radio stations no edoso bebre a wonom fa kaseboy information centers bubruja akuma pem royal second bi wo brody time na afi ne omo keka ho nyina fa kaseboy abefonti tafidie so internet so www.myxyzonline.com Apple 68 eso fa bi ewo America memo na afi so no ukopemo ewo Paris Adamfo pa radio ono so fa kaseboy bi ho na enwumrei kaseboy de bremu neat microfinance wono madawro ma na o ma hye ya hyemfiri aboyo kutupa se metena ha na emfa kaseboy emfa emremo na eye ensema yede ebremo ena enwumre no de di mo akotene ebi enese enei yese job fair bi koso Accra International Conference Center ma emabuna kwako buaka enya asem ketwa wo bua faso kra bebre aden a wono mo kwako pedwuma etia no so honsem ewa ha yede ebremo na enwumre
na sansem kro na mu na pani bia wabene wa padi ne honsem wa babonte dia to dwasa aban hwim wei enya de wo so mankrofo ko bu faso na ne nsem nchiemu wa ha yede besomo
ma panyina na akufado dia to dwasa John Mahama na breso economy no watumi anya ni ye eti mema o melecha no economy honsem enwumre ye bewrem
na yera John Dramani Mahama ne wakopie mu ewo mayi atoye etifi Western North Mantemo den sma hodo akoto dwane nyina ya thank you to ho asam ye bekoni akwakodi achi Importers
ne Exporters Association ewo Ghana ha se kiremu se sembe aba betodwa se wono mu ntantua eto no enye no kre enwumre ye ne mpanyifo bedi nkomo
Eko red ya mpanifo edi atu dwaso wo matintim krata ekoto abayanim senke be ya wo mra se de be ya yanwe no wo mu a eri ko red eni abrepa obogatanga na wo mo sesei
Kramadi ba kono no
cool red uni wo ho so okra ye Joseph wono ye redo
na yebako ese fufuro buzu a na yese amafo bi a wono mo ewo Kumasi Asantebantemu ana eye ofadampami akokoya ye ya yeta krefre broche bei wono mo etonto bie na yese sai bi ma akwakofa bi a saa chese nipa ewe enye na akwakoye nsempi na ene yahye no ewa Asantebantemu court na esie
ene na abemu abi onya abemu akrakra chia wakọ university awie mfie 9 na watwo no nso hwetwa to wie ya wokobu dambares ne kon akohoho amwahwe ne nkwa
ne maame aboka asamase ena eye court dan wo ho ene yesi ukopiem wo ho a we boys wamaje ho aboso yebekọ Asantebantemu na yakwakohwe ne ntira
ene na adanse south nso na beda adwasa e-blocks maako yensa era John Dramani Mahama hyase ne sesi akawrem ama akohwese de eho asiefu ne dan no mfuturo asiabo no a ahomete pa
Abijafo semwe ne nsama foforo pi na abete wo kaseboy mo se yede bra we na nwumre power 97.9 kasa fidie so na TV XYZ na enwumre obetube de wadwen kira aba kaseboy na yakeka dia ma bebi wo Ghana ha bia ma yente wonka na se bebi wo wiase ma fa na bebi ma yente wonka messages no ba ye beka dia ma hwere TV XYZ ewo Facebook na power 979 FM eso Facebook ma yente wonka ya yede kaseboy ebremo enjoyment kasebo na enwumre eyemme PSC okra Boys Prefect menu aba
amapoma checheku
aka Pomski na yede kaseboni nchiremu ebramo de a enei yese Accra International Conference Center wo parliament he ya pedi kohwe ene nya asem keto akra nipa bua faso kra wo ho anya asem keto na ni nyina ne se eye yese wo ma wo no mu eni adwuma na Youth Employment Agency for so mo ye job fair it is sankrata na bra oba na sankrata ya ombetuma bo no ma connect na fe wo so watumi akwa konya adwuma ne ade enti maburu ene pa me amekofa hobi ene nipa pa saga na he adwuma ni hana na ya na mpanyifo na ya create 3 million job na 5 million job one job amanfo ni adwuma mabunu pa wo no ma address hyerepe awokwa adwuma envelope brown kutomo na video bi na mabonte kiremu se ohwe se ne na esitie na chese nipa no yetumi control mo omunyina ekopa adwuma ebi free wale ebi free eye takrade ebi free zema ebi free boku ebi free eye techimai wonu nyina aba bepim wo ho na yenkɔ na yenkɔhwɛ video no pa se ne amafa wo mokwa kopa adwuma wono mo ebre na yentumi control wo mo nyasa beketo wa mo hwe TV ni mo amko Facebook ro Ghana for mabunu eni dwuma ye mabunu Ghana mabunu ni adwuma tese wonu mutumi control ma posifo nyina yesrem mo committee so still mabunu se hwe hene ne ha hwe wonim tra matre fi acha mi ni adwuma ka ma megina me kan chere se mento bo o ma so mo no smans de ne so eye protocols ni de tese ahwehwe kra pai anya sam ketwa Accra International Conference Center nya sam ketwa mabunu mo kwa kope bibia bedi ene me koye de na we tinka ahwehwe pai na ke ewo bi ma sa kwa koye asam kese pa wayefo ene job fair obi se twa moja na eba no kose ye pam mo se asam na reho kwa wechi kakra na ye pam no ko ne chia de akoko bo ahwehwe obi a me kwa kope adwuma ena moja pram ne sa no afi no mo ko face first aid kit Mr. Moja na sa we ya we de mo fanche eti ne esie ye eno no ewa Accra International Conference Center Abraham Mabunu ekwakope adwuma na aban kyerem se wo mofo nkrata mra na mra mehwe se wo menye adwuma enso aya na fe akwakope mu ewo ho sei no eti eno so eho nseme yede ababetum nim na mo so yede brem no na Princess Arita nim enso yensem kyeroni parliament no di adwuma parliament so de ho na Accra conference center no nti okope mu ho ene omafo ni bi etwetwe nkomo ma Mabunu mo ho enso ede wo makosem eto nanim yenko na nkutie bi
also were created juma shenkoda nantia enye aspirity enye class 1 for a graduate awfo aboka edomako university.
For every major event you can't predict how the first day is going to go, so basically yesterday it was overwhelming. Okay, today what we've done differently is even though we're still using majority of the employees, we've set up a base for them outside to interview outside and inside as well. And then in terms of the administration, we've been giving the main auditorium to also set up a place for interviews as well. So now we have more interview points compared to yesterday, whereby they are just restricted within their booth. So today, as you can see, the employees all over the place, they are seeing people and then maybe people are exiting. So rather than people yesterday, whereas all the employees were seated in there and then everybody in a rush to see the employee, that's what caused the chaos yesterday. Today we've segmented them. Some of them are seated outside, their rep are seated outside, and they also have some inside as well. Telephone, they don't even have to come in. They can telephone, interview will be arranged for them to attend the interviews. And then we also have the partnership department whose job is to follow up the total number of interviews that we've booked for job seekers to see whether there's been an outcome, like in terms of whether they've been employed or they've been awaiting for another interview. So we're doing checks and balances every step of the way.
Eti wei Mabunu ni bi na wone Princess Arita nim etwetwe nkomo na se asam na akoyere pa amanfo padwuma na ban se wo mofa nkrata mra na Accra International Conference Center no so akwakoye sana ni pa bunkam afaso akwakoye asamti ama no
se no na day 1 ene day 2 na ene day 2 ya ho ne se da bi we de wose ye de ani de achi de nsam ne ebise bu na padi ba kwa wabene wapadi ene ho mo era Evans Bekwe wonu kura executive director Edema Good Governance Ghana na ye na etwe nkomo no che se so hu da bia ye ka adwuma ni omamu na aban aba ya create 2 million jobs ya create 1 million jobs enwuma wo ho aban de nwuma ba planting for food and jobs bi enwuma we bi enwuma ne ade so hu enra ne nadie ya kire aban se ni nyina na ye ntro na da kontompo na brabasem ene wo twade che Ghana for wone wisdom hedejo me ene kasa ya wo che se do kwasem ne bra so was a bind was shena hye papa odi gu kwaso a ebetumi abo ma Mabunu wo masetenam yedie ho nsem akoyie no ye na obesra ban so won hwe no to se de beboa ama enema nyina akoyie ne wabra woni ye kasa no akyekyere mu no nesba hodo de tu dwabe enie
also were created juma shenkoda nantia enye aspirity enye class 1 for a graduate awfo aboka edomako university any polytechnics omo peduma enye se Africa yentumi create juma the person make say bibi bia yehu ye hu no it is potential job president a potential job toothbrush a potential job aduani bi a potential job but somebody has to create the neighboring environment How do you create the enabling environment? You create the enabling environment by putting up the infrastructure. When you talk about infrastructure in job creation and just obviously you look at the interest rates, availability of funds, capital, technical know-how, skills available, accommodations, accommodation and source that avenues that people can use to create their own jobs. So you work for the another dombra, when they create a job here, or the data Ghana for, or the say Ghana for Zika.
For Penny Okasai, one way executive director, the Good Governance Ghana was essentially labor expert here Evans Bequin.
Yatwa kasiabado so ede amamo na yanko nsafufro mo mampanyina na akufado na mframantema wo bonto no so ekọ eye wekinto na no wo ye atoye mantemu into da wura framantemu na wokoye na enura sei kra wokoye inspect niam bia wo timantemu na wokoye wankasa ene de mc enura asebna ye kan se onihwe ka no mc ne manfo na tumatu nifo se onka bibi na ne woka nyina ne se mampanyi John Dramani Mahama mampanyi dada wabra no tia benwa so no wanya hwe ba eye Ghana sika semne no ntoto ho awanya hwe no ye nyina ankwa kwesi Ghana no ba ye wono na waboa fa economy no na economy ne da ICU wafana ma ma hwe na abone mpane ama economy no ato no economy no ye dware na abone pa da keka cha so ama na hye economy ne bo life ekoyi pa wa Ghana ha se na Ebra John Dramani Mahama wototo bi mane ne de wono nim ne ha na wo keka kasa ansem no na wo kasa e wo VOV radio e fra mantem na mampanya akufado de sansem ne tu bia yenko ne kotie bi ye wi a e bekwa kobon komo e de afa eye saa asem no ho se sesia we sori a wo se be na me ye ni ye we so sori am na me ye ni ye ye see figures no lie eti ye kwa kohwe figures no nemom no yenko tie mampanya na nadodan kwa akufado ansa.
Whether the statement was made tongue-in-cheek by the former president. I'm astonished that when you look at the records, that this political leader can accuse my government of mismanagement. I mean, there are a few facts that when you put on the table to compare his performance in office and mine, will tell you that if what I'm offering people is economic mismanagement, I wonder what words should we describe his stewardship of Ghana? An unmitigated disaster. I mean, that's how I would call it. And there's some few facts. When we left office in 2016, the rate of growth of our national economy was 3.4%, the lowest in 24 years at the time, the lowest. The very next year, the economy rebounded to 7%, I think it was 8-point-something% the very first year. And from then until the COVID, we averaged 7% rate of GDP growth. Inflation, when he left office, was at 15.4%. Today, at the end of July, which are the last hard facts from the Statistical Service, is 9%. Interest rates, always a good determinant of how the economy is operating, 32% in December 2016. Today is at 20.6%. You're talking about Treasury bill decline in interest rates. You're talking about a trade deficit that was, 1.8 billion United States dollars in 2016 to a trade surplus of 2.6 billion at the end of 2019. I mean, the facts, you can multiply the facts and the comparison. So if these statistics, which pointed to an economy that was working and was considered at the time, I think we were all here, as one of the fastest growing economies in the world, not just in Africa.
Ene abo Nana Akufo-Addo adu premai aja de baba no ena wote de kana tese ene orebro for economy ni de enze paper no so de fepa na fastest growing economy in the world na de fastest growing economy in the world amanfo ni nyuma na fe ase eduane boy de ne dokono 2 cities nim na so no ehon sama kwakwa tare dokono 2 cities na ebo no only 1 city inflation na wo form ne ade na asem we de gise yekọ expert na ye na akwa kwotwe nkomonti yanko na yene international economist ono wabokui ewo ye sikasemo ntutu ehu ye Dr. Julius Carter o no so opanyi sa wotemen ka TVXYZ na Power FM su ne yamajo ema wakwaba ye ka economic ho nsensem sei na say me na me ye ni ye we so say we na anye ni ye ni ade na ye hwe free 2009 ba bepem nne na o hwe wo de to nsani ani a hwan na abọ no homoden
phone in all listeners. Arithmetically low. I'll take debt to GDP first, then I'll come to exchange rate. If you compare Mahama time and Nanado's time, if you look at debt to GDP, 53 billion of Mahama time at the time when he was leaving office, as compared to the current debt to GDP, Mahama time was 40% to GDP, about 40% to GDP. This current administration, we have 93.4% to GDP. And to the quantum of debt that is accumulated by government, which the World Bank report has stipulated, and almost said, the debt to GDP by the end of 2021 will increase more than this. It shows how the economy had been mismanaged after 2016 up to today. If you look at the exchange rate at the time, 3.2 Ghana cedis for $1 in 2016. Today, the dollar is well over 6 point something, about 6 point something. And if a whole government or the current president is saying that Ghana is the fastest growing economy, on which basis because if you look, more money is chasing goods, fewer goods, and the goods are not even enough in the system. It is so what I said, back with 2 cities. How many households have 2 cities to purchase bank taking? And the size is not even satisfactory. And you talk about fastest growing economy. So we can say fastest growing economy, we should be seeing one district, one factory established as your policy. If we say we are the robust economy, making provision for means and satisfying utilities, the prices of fuel is increasing every week. Now, the fastest growing economy. The deductions are clear. The figures are showing that the economy is just being arithmetically displayed on a stage where you would think that those figures are good, but they must be tested. And that is why I in my opinion, when I say I want to look, the World Bank has come out with 2 risky factors. The first risky factor is we are not producing anything, we are only consuming, which is very risky.
Doc, so Ghana has an Kona. Nancy Nana Akufo-Addo commission factory be at least yahu ekumfi juice no juice factory no na call Brekuma yawo weather Africa no so tomatoes factory a wono ma sha say ya Alanchamatia ba be ka say womo factories ahodo a various stages of completion a enche no so be ba be ye adwuma ne ade u free say enye sa ne ma na ekoso no ntina amampanyin fa ho de aka say wono manage economy ni yie e de a chen senior NDC for manage no.
We know anka omayen da and yes system it is look, some of these factories are people who establish their own factories and they're coming to use it to flatter Ghanaians. It's a way of telling us that they are competent, but they're not competent. You see, let us go on reality. Let Ankwara no yen can Ankwara. They can't the truth. Ghanaians are suffering. Basic food to eat is a problem. There are three things in an economy: food, shelter, and clothes. It is very important for the citizenry. If you want Nippon on the dia, on share Kadia, a bad drink. 1 year, 2 months, a bad drink. And Tuka said the economy is flamboyant, is running very fast, and all that. Comparable to which country are you talking about? African countries or industrialized countries? We are not going near it yet. And the Sawaka is done better than Muhammad. You look at the figures. Look at the schools. Okay. Look at the educational system. Better you can't almost
Power FM.
They are not doing well. They're not running the economy structurally. And it is affecting the citizenry. And it is making people to feel, look, it is even difficult to buy fuel. It is difficult. What is Kako talk for 100 Ghana citizens and do? We need to speak about it and let the people know. It is not about condemning. This is not the time for blame games. The previous government has done something. Build on it. The current government, you should do more. But you are not doing it. You left all the projects aside. How do you expect the economy to run? Even your own district factories that you want to build, you can't even build it. Say a car, almost see the big Mecca. Yes, we agree. Let's do rationalized economic management of the country. That can go in the category corruption. They emphasize action, economic action. Today is economic action to let the people of the Ghana survive.
Yo, Doc, as a common idea by emerged in Niho, send was here, why you so exchange rate, no, and GDP, debt to GDP rate now, and no, HRS, Jomama, Abreso, no, Nabosian and Nosso, but a Kufa Abreso, 93.4 to GDP, and I feel exchange rate now, and also in favor Ghana factories, no, so I buy any MVNT, Ama and Yamabo, I did so because of the taxes near there now, minimum share for to Matia, see, Pantia, Pemino, yes, I can't, I better know what Bonko media fa, yes, and Yama with who yet as Senemra, Winya, Edema, Power FM, TV XYZ. Open out in King, Dr. Ayajulos Carter, one international economist, Wabepa, Ewo, Sikasamon to Tiahunti, or the figures na guono. Yes, what James Yaman Penny said it was you to turn in Yamano, and yes, I know to tono, figures no lie. Bosia, Nanakufa, buy a wabo to GDP, no, debt to GDP rate, no, 93.4. Meanwhile, 2016, your mama if free soon, not debt to GDP rate 40% according to Omama being with Sikasamon to Yamna Fe exchange rate, no, a idea, Cia, no dollar nijana 6.72, Quaco Cranema, Manonia, Obe here cities be and so that $1 Kuma Bintina, Hoche, Abagana. Over to me to adventure about Power 979 FM Facebook Live, no, over to me to adventure about Sona Fe TV XYZ page, no, so sa, you, yet to us on Yabeko, my Ghana, a Toyota Western of Mantam, no, Emira John Dramani Mahama, no pay, or na probo, ye thank you to Kupimo, Eho. Na Yabahan San will free Horono, Cobno East Mantemo, Cobno Mantemo, Abesi Quaha for Mantemo, and I feel any etch Western North of Honso or Dasie. Na Nina, Chimponing in I say, Ghana for a time that you are brand near boy, Wako to Babatu, and Wabatu, and the Supreme Court and says, me a chinam, you go to a crown of petching, ye pianos won't call him. Na it was so called us half for some who say, near one more year no, a idea and you so no go swear crowd one. A idea yas, a quenya ba, and the money be more beshe, I'm a be idea will hear, and now be idea was an insasso so my Ghana mono, or beshe Edia Domno. Now a copy of Western North, no, when you at San Cunya,
ya wɔn mo so aman ekohia ekodi nkɔbɔ ma wɔkyerɛkyerɛ ne suade hunu ne niema hodo wɔ ne timo de ɛwɔ pono so de kyerɛ yɛn no akyi no wɔhwɛ ma asie nan so aman ɛhɔ so wɔkɔkɔkyɛ abusuafo ya wɔn de hye ɛno no yɛn no akyi na afei wɔn nani ɛkyɛ dwabo so wɔn so atena nkonnwa yɛ wɔ hɔ wɔkɔkɔkyɛ wɔn ne wɔn de nkita ho ahodo bebre no a afei wɔn ne party ma enso kɔhyia yi a wɔn dwendwene party ne ho ne sɛdeɛ nneɛma besi akɔ na afei na wɔkɔtena Rainbow Radio so de nsɛm ahodo ɛto dwa yɛ no ɛwɔ dwabo so ne ne monte so na era John Dramani Mahama simpie ni apaso ni akwanya onya yɛ no wɔde nsɛm ahodo bebre no ato dwa ɛkyɛ nneɛma ahodo osusu sɛ ɛne ti amanyoko na akwanya beto wɔn mo sɛ so biom 2024 a wɔn bɛyɛ de aboa asesa Ghana fo nyinaa yɛasetenam
sɛ ɔdɔne man sɛ ɔno bonza na kama bi de boye de na sɛ ɛma ɛka we ya duwie bra ye betu mo me no esi ni pa ya ni osa yeye yewura abu orawo sɛ ɔdɔne man sɛ ɔno bonza na kama bi de boye de boye de mas mo tu na ya bata e dia so de bri ni ba de bri eka ase na be kan se ma dia de na su bia na me ko mo ho ba akon su mu ka fu ni na me on kan ni na do be bia no e ko so e mai mini pepe se ne watu na ba ha no se nyame ya adum na se okoko Ghana agba kwese mu yura efu nza mai yura
Alfiafontini we eye Nana Kwesi Ofoyi wonu adonte hene ewo sehwe oso na nanu atena konwa na afi wo sanso yo hene ewo bodi eno so ewo Western North Mantam ni mu a na yese nananom nso dia no wo ka de akye no ene se ne wo mani so anamonto ya wato dia ba won mo na ase se won mo ba bedi engita ho na se de tie bia no wo mo nso atita papa wo so de ma no ma ne dwubedi ahodo etibi konkan wo mbehwe de amane nti Nana Kwesi Ofoyi na ono susu gina atena konwa ye wo nyina anemu a wode sa ensem nyina wode eto dwane ebehwe a Yera John Dramani Mahama probo a work on nice Ghana fo bebre no anepu e de ba monte so bedi eche sansa wo hwe ne ekoso wo my Ghana mu no a no kwasem nie enya homeka Ghana fo bebre na ya dance fo che se bia ba bia wo tie no na wo space ye hye wo na nyame de bia nti bia wo hu niema different enti na bia be ma wadwene aye o se niema ekoso se de e ho se ekro den so adazidi o ho se niema ananke ehwe ni mu se aba ya wo tie adwa so beye e de ama ye ni mu fa dodo no awonye ete se bia ne se nra enkofo akobodom pemsi ekopa adwuma ya yenya bi Yera John Dramani Mahama ne nsemu ankasa wode tu dwa e wo ho ne bi ni
Western North there so ka se NDC na we World Bank no fi ho IMF nso wo ha mo se endase yese obi eboa o ana se obi eye papa mawa adechi a wo ye den wo nante so edanase na minimse humanity true mo executives mo ena mo form campaign mo ena mo de ko flag bearer mene running mate ana mene general secretary yebetimi aba ekọ enso mo ena mo form a mo de campaign no enante ti endase eye mo de mo hwe results a yinya ya out of 9 seats you for 6 anka I was saying a yet 7-8-1 because 2B meaning say sa 2 no anka was there ba komika say that's what court na did say nyame adom na omudi ne yi a na eno so abeka ye ho akontom na de tie and kabom eni honti na eya contombra every year san ento mo free contombra mesremo 2024 send ya mekan ye say yakopem a ya san echi a ye de ba no akontombra ahonde amode kopem no e wo say sa seat we san ba NDC o e dey na 2020 election na ehre say what to be go Supreme Court MF and Fudim Emma sɛ nkonimdie bɛba a ɛbɛfiri polling station ɛne collation center enti na msɛ polling station hɔ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ biribiara to make sure sɛ numbers ɛbɛfiri hɔ no ɛyɛ frɛnkyɛm aka no ndc yɛyɛ adwene sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛwie aba mu yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛwie obiara yɛn nso yɛmpɛ sɛ obiara ɛbɛwia yɛn nti awɔsɛ yɛkɔ na yɛmɛki sure sɛ polling station no na ɛsii wɔ hɔ no ɛyɛ exactly nea ɔmbɛtwerɛ wɔ paper no so na yɛwie saa obiara de ne pink sheet bɛba collation center yɛwie collation na obiara mfiri hɔ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtena hɔ na yɛcompare numbers no
Abusuafo Yera John Dramani Mahama ene yete se wode sansemi to dwane yenko Western North na ene yensentwe ne yoto yenkra e wo Anthony akwane nkomo yemi sa se aprobo wo hyase anopa no ne nsemi eye de wode to dwa wabra na wahia benefo wo bedwe mu wode no to nchen yensema hodo be e no wode to dwa e wo mantam no Anthony akwaba yo anapa woda di gane mampani da John Dramani Mahama chi e wo Western North na probo mu no ensembe e na wode tutu dwa na adehye nso ho sei e na omuso ni mu fae
grasi na nama na no pena former president John Dramani Mahama obo tumu apre afisi master ni Western North region na John Dramani Mahama tumu the years na years no Ame na ho but uhwe dominant this people ni yutu a mo body almost our severe so adia let me say severe so ankasa no and this is true pa na ho no na kaso na ozi kakra na wanche bia na otwam ko swaman da so na swaman da so na okọ swaman traditional country kocha before the nation kabia mo mo say I'm sure more na battle no mutu ma no nya de pay na anje bia no ko Western regional organizer for the party Mr. Kokutoma also anje bia na free no the coordinate e ko ma busuafo no no free one of course the Brazil me kire e wo the Gaboso mountain no the Brazil ahne no so can be was not because of Chef John Dramani Mahama Tama no did Juma Western North for one. You see what one and na see one of the decision is say 2024 John Dramani Mahama better baby no bad ya umbe ni Western North haye pa no obule na pro ama John Dramani Mahama say of that or make sure say so he design what I found the bia best city Western North na na
Anthony na se ekwoso afọ eni de ache de be pie e o mantama hodo aka wo ho ne mu no na o me yate Anthony akwa e nsantwe ne otu yankra e de fi Western North mantam ne mu
Yeto akasiabo so de ama o high TV XYZ na Power FM na kasiabo ye de ani kiremo ewo edwadie mu nsemu na ansa na no yemfa sedama needs microfinance o ma so yasene se ne we aba adwuma ni na fe wo pe bosen a wadawo ma na waba bipiem ewo ma kache se wo ye private work anso na wo ye bosome ya ketu adwuma ene ono boss kasa wo pe bosen de aye adwuma bia obetuma di wanim de appointment letter ne ne ma akwa kire se wo ye adwuma na fe nkrata ne fema ye betuma ma bosen ntese ya no ma bosen interest rate no board den no needs microfinance Ghana den nti enso ye de bosia no isi hu na to fomboko hwehwe e won kran dome mpacha ye ni Facebook so hwehwe ye e won kran dome ye nka se obi anfa teti Ghana mran sana ye de bosia ma no mesrew dome born again bus stop wa ye ne Mazayo Methodist Church ni din hwe ni mo 0555 010699 0555 010699 and 0560396808 from Penifo ebetumi ajo so yenko port na port wo na say ensema ekoso ho echirem say na no bi ye na kubi a ye fra wo movement for truth and accountability ede so bo bi bebo wono krakra ne ma ba oman mu ni omo kra ne ma free oman mu ekwa amanfo aman so chechirem say eye importers and exporters association no wono mo ekra ne ma bi wo ho ato eso mutua no mo ntua enema no bedu Ghana ha say omo yanda dealings ni kululu ni kalabule companies sem kwa na ka omo eti na say egu wono mani mu asepa bo companies bidin ni ade a na nam so ema enei wono ma asemi form ho wo ma kasa press conference because executive secretary dema importers and exporters association owura Samson Asake Awingo bit which name say no kra bi enim na companies ombo mu di no kra yoku for from mo de krata na ade nyina aba ya ma ma hwem ama yoku akle omo nti sezi ya no aseme na wo biom yenko tie se na Samson Asake Awingo bit ekasa ye na o se wo mutua wo tax se ne be ya oman ebetumi akoso
mra ma kwan se Asake opeso okọ amano mpese mkoto maybe emo ana tomato paste cooking oil ana mpese mkofa na maba se me hodin no etimi ma me se metimi to eduane bebre to say every month metimi di 20 foot container ba ana metimi di 40 containers ba every month me was a contract no run for like 2 years and now 1 year enemy supply no mra na ma kwan se min chro krata na me fa sa contract da many company me supply no e sign no koma GRA na me ntimi ka che say many company we were amanone me be fa nema free omo ho abagana nema no person fa ba no ebo a mo de tuso eni ema me documents a ekova no enie me no mu work contract na e be run for 1 year and 2 years and 3 years nti person mo hwe ma me na mo ma me bo a metua custom omo di krata no no di ba no application omo di be kwa ma omo legal department omo hwe contract na no sign no supply na sign we na omo so mo bisa classification evaluation department no omo opinion omo so mo hwe document we omo advise say okay it's acceptable figures are good say customers ya gitum cost price that we di brown from supply no any legal contract with them no omo di beto omo system no omo nim say busum bia asakaba lifti not less than 80 containers and 50 containers according to the contractor many supply na sign no me lifti for number of years customer gitum so obi who special contract now wono contract na ewo na we come magia na accept ntimoko yi asaka ko yi name wa habwa na obi ko touch say asaka is not paying the rightful duties no me jiri say the parent didn't know that you are allowed to apply for those things and custom can grant you.
We Samson Asake Awingo bit wono chro for penyin edema importers and exporters association na Ghana ha wono no den sem no atudwa no nti we de na achiame awoni asem ka se nana wasumu anti ye to akase bono so we de amawo
ene na ye to so de ye fra adwadie mu no ye de ani be che o manyi etifi airport mantem apa east region na eno ayete o manmu ye nka bi nhyiemu ne hu se krata bi ahyase ye de na monten so ye kokenkan mu ana ache se name ekuo bi a wo mo so wo de o mo international animal activists na say moa ehwo adwuma no wo die wo matro petition ne anya asem ketwa ade ma e de akoto aban pono so wo de koye wo asem no de wo nyina ye se wo mbesere Ghana ban ye da Ghana for ye Joseph ewo mayimo enumodenti wo motete kra makra ne nyine ye fefefe peace mo ne okra benanom ne yi hwanhwan mo a na wo de wo mahye botom ahim wo makum wo mo wi a na wo de atwa wo manum spreadedi wo de no kra to ntan ya ko red nso a wo motete no a o chene no wo de ne koba ne ade oduru ba bia na no nso so wo mo afa akuma ene tri no wo de ahim no no nso da ho no wo matotono no wo mawe ni echinchinga ne ade yembra asafo no nyina esanse wo mutietia wo ne fa ahodie so esanse nke ye ka okra dia enkoye obi ani wo mo na tifie wo mbo ho ba bi kura ho ese obi be wu a wo mutimi di wuo ne fa enkrama se wo mo na boy ho ba akrofo ba fia wotumi ye che no na wakoka wo ya no se de be ya akrofo nyina badwane na safe ye twe ho aresa mo yi a na mma okwambia so mo se kwan ye fa so kumo mo kra ye dipa bo ne fo sem ne awi a ya san de enuane esi fa ne ade ne nkoye nti enkebe ya nkaban mra na ye no na wo mo awe krama nam ewo bogatanga ene ne monten so wo masori gidigidi pa ne ani bre ya ba krom nya asem ketwa wo mo se sa ban wonim na sa petition se be fun we wogi tumu a wo mo ne wo bi ka wo maga na mu wo mo se wo mo bi ka mo hokra na se ko ba se wo mo ate se aban ya gia tum se kim e de abetu dwa se wa life fo mo mra bibi ete sa demonstration na no mo ye fix the country no we kra de be chen wo mba ne kase pa e wo maga na mu esan se sebe wo mo ntimi ntena se nhwe mu obi mfiri ne krom be ka nche ga na fo se ye na mo ye ne je ho a yetimi ko to ho esante ne ade nyina no wo ba betwam ti we nko ade wo mo ma ban no warning de mu ade pa se wonim no wajitum esa krama nam yentwam e wo maiga na mu anaso kra no Mr Joseph yentwam wo Ghana ha enya de wo mo ene no beche ne yie kura na saa se bi ne empedifo wo bebre no ade wo ma no atum bi wo mo agya enami wo mo gye no mo e de nkyene apete ho de yi meko kakra busu de jene egufa no ebi mo so de wo ma no atum bi na Busa South mrahye bedwani Yera Clement Park wono so de na no atum bi kyese wono de waka Dog Eaters Association ko no ho ye member kese pa wonya kra president obedi de aka ho kra e wo se akoni mu wo ka ama wo mo ate se nam no de ede unya bi nwe ya na abeka se nye de eye nam pa enti onu sei ode ne ho bagim wo mo ntiase masa ne ma no enkoso wo maiga na mu achese no soso ne nsem ahodo a enkoso na brepem yenya wo mo ate agina so be demonstration wo be di nkobo na wo mo soso di a wo mo woka e de fa sansemi ho no ye de atomanim
Yabako ensefufuro mu na Vice President Dr. Mamadou Bawumia ede ensembia tudwa echiremo se aban ede support bia ye new rector wode no akwa Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration Italian tia friend no Gempa no rector Professor Samuel Kwekubonsu afi na omayi de sonko ye sukuu no panyi pa na dwumede na se na Dr. Mamadou Bawumia echiremo se ohwe Professor Samuel Kwekubonsu a obetuma ye adwuma ne pa na se ne enema si kono aban ebetuma abon homoden na mo bia sukuu ni hia se ne be ya papa edwuma be koso tote na atumi aboa na sukuu no so afa na ntoma pa fra no wo betumi aye na fa atumi aboa mo yeti mampani be de chiri Dr. Mamadou Bawumia.
Proud of you, and I believe that your tenure will be a successful one. I know that now that you are rector, you have already signaled that you have a number of issues that you want to deal with, but you know you are always welcome to the Jubilee House. So you will come and we will discuss some of these issues, including infrastructure. I just want to say, God bless you.
We mampanya bedeche Dr. Mamadou Bawumia ena rector odema Gempa Professor Samuel Kwekubonsu so echiremo so obetuma ye dwumaden e de aboa na fe Gempa sukuu no atumi afa ne toma pa fra na nse amafo masters courses no hwa no moye bi courses no ba na ebagum nti ono so aba ne de sukuu no ne fortunes ni nyina wode tutuye na watene no na ne matumi akonka yenti Professor Bonsu.
Securing Gempa's role and future calls for a radical departure from orthodoxy without compromising the Institute's heritage. Therefore, there is the need for us to look for an agenda that can be focused on transformational change, and we have to prosecute this agenda quite aggressively. So in my tenure as rector, this agenda will be prosecuted under three main pillars. One is revenue assurance, two, institutional restructuring and renewal, and three, the quality of research and teaching. Gempa has survived for the last 60 years or so, and especially so in the last 20 years when we were granted financial autonomy. That is to say that we are a public university that does not receive government funding, subvention. We are proud of our achievements in spite of that. The COVID-19 pandemic sent us tumbling down and exposed several of our vulnerabilities. We cannot allow such financial stress again. I'd like to propose a new Center for Teaching and Learning that will support quality teaching and build educational leadership capacity in direct support of student learning. The center will be expected to move Gempa into the 21st century with emphasis on ICT in teaching and learning. We should do what is necessary and that which is natural to us rather than seek to copy what others have done. We are innovators and we cannot copy. While we can learn from our sister institutions, we should be sure that we are not copying, but we are in fact coming up with new ideas that they will look up to and copy from us.
Penyi pa wada Gempa ano Professor Samuel Bonsu ana atene kan sukuu enye aban esika ti o ma betumi atoto ne mayi na afa sukuu no afa ne ntoma pafra Professor Bonsu ye ma utiri nkwa waba no brabebo adwuma na sukuu no so enkoye
ene Ruta natural product ye no ya ba adwama so a ebo se de be ye ho betoy obi a malaria ha no wonya Ruta mesha na no mo ebe ko typhoid so tete wa Ruta titanic ho no so no me be bo Ruta life fe no de ebo agye nkwa e nti adanse bebre na aba ho se wono mo a ebo asiesie wo e ma wo ye kama pa ye nya sem keto na ne sade no huru fi ye woni padua ne mu nyina e ma moja ne timi ediafu sane kama nei e wo pandudu mu atu afre 0244503443 0244503443 ana so ko Ghana ha pharmacy ne chemical ne heba shops ahodo nyina emu a wo benya bi na wato
na ma yanko erade for real enterprises so ne honami say na zema we comment na ba na amafo kan fo poma pa nya asem ketwa pomski na fe amafo message say ba meka amamo na me de anomu aye so de amao say chance bi ni tri say de bua so na erade for real say de ye fa honam yensere ntu kwan te say atade ana mpaboa mesra wo pese honam ye fa kope erade for real enterprise wo nunu products ye wo dia baby na ye wo nunu shower gel ye di dware obi atumi di dware bi koko tuntumo nunu body lotion utumi de sra eno ye ma obia nunu hair and body cream emanwi eye so kama pa baby ye ton nku na fe honam akade bia no ukwa obenye rade for real for dem ye nunu shower gel nunu eye body lotion in ekeka 0244 576 865 from page 4 0244 576 865 and 0270 940 ye to aso
to aso na yenko ensam no foforo emo na ye de ni beche University of Education ene wo wi ba na eho na rewo sem bi fi ho aba na ne se adesuafo wo ma twere wo nso hwe awie na no mpo na wo mo wie na no benada na cheso wo mo twere wie na wa wonim se unya eco school mfie 9 te se ye mo ya go university ato aso awie abedu pempenso ya unya wie school sa no alaze ne de oboa ya na nya asem keto akora ni je ya na ba fie nya agro because wa ko school mfie 9 pa ho ma cheso de ne emu anadwo pone na sefo na brebrebe no awia ya na ni je ofie na krachi wo ro tene ba bi yeso ya gymnast so sedie na yeso no eba yi se ye ntretre ya pom ni ade na ni de achi na we no mo wie ye no wahu eneja yi wo mo efri examination ho a wo mo ba no ano na ni nua ba ko edika yi nkeche kakra wo kwa so je se obu dambales se mo nim dambales enu obu ba ko eto no obu ye no esas wo no ye ni diem dada ye na dwuma wo ye ntini wo so ani obaye eto no bu first one no enu wo ye so obu second one aka ho na second one no se fiefo na ba mu se so dien ye o se na ho na efrefre no obinim na ne kon ebesi ho Krachi ampa wewu Abdul Majid Sani any dinya de efreno na is akwakwara wo sempa see Department of Health Physical Education any recreation wo sports so kra kan ho school ni me ba agudie mu nsem ni ade na ni je ho pa ye school mu anya semketoa na yenkotie asem ni si ye no wo mo ani ye kasa ye nche mu ahodo a wo mo de bai
police no or the ye it wo ye police no or your first one 2-5 intersection. And it be do simple about. And we it was and I mean and I know we have 2 when you should be. It's no so you got to could be. Or call and I mean call no. All call only said and you should bring into a call off for air. I want to know you control beam. And I said the corner at the whole Honoma, the year number. You say no dear or
enti nacha se de siye eno krachi no no di ka bu dambales ndi di kan no wahu di kan no eno no ekasa yi aize obu first one no ena odua no so ye so bebu ntem se ne subiri kakra be mu ene ma ne kon be wo ho enti ye beda ye nua no wadom ffo as wo mo ho ne yi mo hwe video no de ho ena chese ye fafri ya ye de ba enti eno so akwakoye ahomechesem ne begina we so o bibi kafa ho
suku ko ya pa
wabore ma memo kakwa enfie 9 chese wa wie kura
o kweze ni ayai
na se we kura project work pa
na wona na ba wie na yesi ko sesa wei na we wie
supervisor wo ho ni timu dey obe mo aye ne be 50 times still was no we wati he ko twere we bra na we ko defend ene niam why we nyina wie
o mama me aboka
dambales ebunkom
Etia sukufo we de eyefutu ma obia ye nyina na ma ye hwe hu ye bibi kikikiki sano etumi de bibi bone ye ba adwenkyerɛ no bebre ye wo ha na yakoba nso a nsem bi nso si okumase ye de bebre mo enti ye nkɔ ne nkɔgye abafo nkrato mra sisia wow
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally natural mineral water. Simply natural.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many Accra.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Abusuafo yabamu nyina akwa ba na yakwa santimantemu KM Environmental Health Directorate say Kumasi Magistrate Court ahye eye 150 boxes anasa carton of adampem meka of adampem amuni makoko force na ekrefre buche no aha enu se amanfo kra bi ba se bi wo hwa na expire na ye toma amanfo Ghana for ye huna maniti nanu na ye che bi mu Kumasi na Kumasi Magistrate Court his worship Fred Obichire etenase na oja otumi ma ni bill 200,000 say eye wonko na fe omo share say yenkonkoshe eye akoko ni nyina firi say ehu hia anase ensem fatase nipa ebetumi awe na KM Environmental Health Officer Enoch Nkansa ene ensentrofa kasa na wo otufuo ekirem say wiasem no ade ade ye wa enye ode no eya memfa nye unua enti akoko no hwehwe na sa apro a yenkototo nton emma nipa ohu eha adwen pa yenkore nkoti opanyin se no sika nesem
omo eton frozen chicken okko Emma man for your chum, I don't want a pot. Now, pot my order said, dear Coco see some frozen chicken, and no auntie I ever had. Yes, it is a human was. I clear me for and a pot for and a police for and I accuse persons on why I saw Munyama. Let you Munyamano, only in our account, and I am as here. Yababi Siama Wanka near who say, I then I yes is any Yamfa mo bia say won't now one in tia one in near apostle say yes see now one can say bia yajo Munyama Jacomo say Yama your officers for Nina Pakasina Namprum. I as a son of me in Tiamani who said, among for the Nema I say and a dear Diane and now tomatoes you may cook now from the Diane and expired goods until your permanent from our worker say, Obi so a yebisa now, so be a yebia, almost showing in our family and your family court. And said, Obi, I decide you may be near Chinua, yet no court, and I chair a sitting else at the man. If you are, you bet me a final. We also are stopping a joining in our so when you do because when you're far or penny pump, you bet me a stopping a human cry money.
Hey! En kokwa wa ma pro na njese ye beto manipa na yakwa kototo azo akokwa ya toto yese no de srade nim nte healthy wo a mi wa pro na ya edidi wo montene so etodo bi so pa poma ayasemu
yeble yeble pa
eze bi mukra koto yi tomatoes na pro na wo ombreze
o kana apro dia sound obo so pempecheye
you say mo boy
pempecheye na mo boy say no we for send ye no wende no because the ye no wende na yi ba kuma 2 series na akọ na mpecheye ma 5 2 series abeje mpecheye e dia befi
nyadro so se bi wo ho na gogomi wom so no omo papa mu ati se ne nka wo fi abetwetwa bi egu
se ne papa ke je ne mako nyina asese no de frama yi ti nyame na hwe ye so ye ne edidi mo ntin so
nyankopɔ bɛhwɛ so ba se wo so tumi etu hufo enya sa pa de wa so ba ye ma yenko kenka adwenkyere ne kakra ba na fe yemfa adwenkyere yemfa ne aka no ento so Robbie Ibrahim say good work mo boy dwuma pa Desmond Danso as a sweet woman for my fans no Michael Afarousu or say hey she's very beautiful and her voice is good to listen not at the okay yeah that's it and Ansu ya say good evening Ochai Patrick Akoto say Dr. No Kasa lose stock Desmond Danso hey what I want to poma hu ja now Jama wo Eurobond wo. What's adding wow beautiful man. And wo fe wo Eurobond there Brian Kasa. Henry Chinsky so den dey about say Checheku the sweetest voice. Na the poma wo fans nkwa no. Kofi Simons Nation Records will go on to their platforms and misbehave the NS and Tokwa Biaba. George Kennedy say boys prefer ten Checheku no size more fire. We free George Kennedy or the free hohoi and our de buy Desmond Dan so Daniel Church and na pomano wono no de woni muntra. Comments no do so na say yes nana ne ba omi akobi cassava factory bi so na obi so ababe kan watem and a very Tieman so say yen kan kire Ghana for say dollar no say do 7 cedis enye 6.7 biom enti adwenkyere ne kakra so aba eno no poma so man
ene ne emfa Sedama Health Alert Clinic o se bra ne emfa bibuduro nhwe se de tro na kan o se eni aduaba ne emfa haba ne sa yade enti o matena se eno mo hunu se Ghana fo hia biduro ye betu o mo ha onyina se ene yi o yade na ye chronic no mo de chronic pa no mo te tu ase na se yade ye kwankro de wo mo hwe chronic diabetes, chronic hypertension, chronic body pains, chronic wanwa ne nyina wo mo tu ase ho ara kosi me menda oye adwuma no so de kosi no num na wo mo apon entintina ho o kina se wo betena se 7 pepepe no aduru ho na wo mahwe mfidie wo ho ye de be fefi wo hunu baabi o ha no e wo Madina Post Office wo mo e wo First Atlantic Bank no echi wo 0242518893 and 0242518865 Health Alert Clinic osi enko heba
Richard Waste Management say we si abronsan na se painting no ho asem enko yi a se bia wa dan no so wa ntie bi wo ha ntumi painting nkosoro wo beba beje aboso wo me painting dan kama kama wo so a wo dan sinsuo mu na o plaster na awai no ye woduro e betumi dia fra concrete dia ayama aye kama enwa awai biom dan improbium enanti eno eye dampness ni corrosion concrete cancer ni nyina ye treat eno echi ope borehole wo fie kama ye betumi aba betu bia ma ye no border from kra nse wo so matetete bo no so nti wa ope wo mo emo nyina fra mo na fra mo ma mebo e champo junction wo East Legon na obehu ye number ni 0244214824 0244214824 Richard Waste Management was say one be protect our house no ama wonso what many scam so e dia tubutum
and I can cosmetics and can show so one the cleanser sabah moisturizers so ho serum so ho face mask any makeup ne ade ho ntimano mo pa na hia mema no so bitwi o manim PSC ye obe yi afefa nanim kama nto wia wo hia cleansers ne moisturizers so be fa nanim ama nanim aye kama eho e na papa no mo de niema no mo kra free abroach memo mo shada ye ne ho produce wo US no mo de abaga na ha ba beton enti ene bre na wo mo ema obi wo mo de no hydro queen bi anim e be wi achi ese wo de bibia kosasra ama ho apone na sefo bibia seni ho frɛ wo mo 0596 910369 and 0302967179 na wo mo mo se de be ya wo nso we de no e be suku
enjoyment news a yede brɛ cocoa milk milk aba wompe ye nufusu a cocoa milk aba 100% plant based milk no eboa ugeni plant protein and a plant fiber lactose and dairy free with vitamin C B12 D2 ne zinc wo ma ebeboa wa ma wo no pemu eden wo benya hoden cocoa milk ne de plant milk a eboa pa wo no ma side effects bi ani bebia nti wo no ma na wanum ne ye wo chocolate flavor ha eno so eboa supermarket awudo nyina wo kwa na sa wo ye obi a wo mpe eye emmoa milk na se nufuso milk a mesra kobisa cocoa milk ombetuma abo pa na fe supermarket awudo na Melcom wo kwa benya bi 0274440180 ahoma no
let's talk educational consult obo said e be ya wo ma asua ho asembe ko yie wo mo teshi no ngwa wo mo bele jekuku municipal assembly mango down frɛ 0249069821 0249069821 no mo said e be ya wo so ba ngo masua e betumi eja na so
Little George the Koa Mr. Ba, Koa Mr. We are Jumadian Copebi, be boost to immune system no. Koa Mr. Papa, a Little George ho ene ewo. Bibia bekosu ye e dia ma Copebi. Na fenom na undom pemonso enye den. Na ahode embra 0243140213 for Little George Opebi amo.
Angel Dominion Herbal Center e the Dominion Herbal Powder be dwama so diabetes ha wanya be. Fa be gu nsuo ma no pensuo ma nwumre nsuo de no ano no obobo a e be yin nyina de fro how bia ya pomdem how bia no unya Dominion Herbal Powder na odi gu nsuo mo no me be bo see immune system no ama no aye kama frɛ nejo dia 0543158195
Ebusuafo na de kasebo no ebesi aseda kese nkoma esemu for dachi hino ofuso agyeman na boafo ya dubia PSA ena ya preman odefo ena fe so Princess Aritanim wo mo kan wo TV seto aboaje Ralph mo bodwumo mo bre ensonyame wo ho Erasmus ena Prince Praetietia wono nyina kan ho Kofi the boy mo nyina na Desmond Sowa ene chinchima fidie ne man bibia so ekọ enkan ya de si ase nyame boy mrepem besa te yenka bi makenkan for ena nwumre afei ɛyɛ me PSC okra boys prefect mene menuaba Eurobond
ene na amapoma chichiku
yada masama mu eniti a enya do hwe
Because